Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is Nusrat and I'm back with a brand new video. If you're new on this channel and you may be wondering, hey, what is this all about? Well, this channel is all about life hacks, things that make our lives better, fitness hacks, ethical hacking, and kind of all kinds of hacks. And today I'm going to share with you a certain aspect of our psychology, of most people's psychology, that is preventing us from growing in life. Okay, now I know that this video is going to make you a little bit uncomfortable, and I understand that this is really one of the situations where things might actually seem tough and you may even feel like not watching it any further. However, I'm going to encourage you to really watch it, because this one video can actually help you make better decisions in life and also help you in almost every area of your life. Okay, rejection. How do you deal with rejection? And I understand that we always have it. Okay, and the difference is that some rejections really make us feel like they make us feel so small. They make most people feel that way, and some are just like, okay, I don't mind. Now, what kind of rejections do you feel the most affected by? Now, think about it. Suppose you like somebody and you go and ask that person out on a date, and you're like so happy and so excited, and you told all your friends, and you may want to take that person, that girl or boy, you want to ask them to go out on a date, or to go for a dance, or some coffee. And in front of every single person, she or he says, no, I don't want to go with you. And this is the kind of rejection many people find it really difficult to deal with. Another rejection is there, for example, you go on a job interview and you feel like you really are going to get that job. You feel like, you know what, I'm all prepared, I'm the best candidate out there. Among all the people who came, I talk well, I have better qualifications. And then the interviewer, he said like, no, we don't want you. And then you feel the rejection, you feel like, I thought I almost had it, right? And the problem here in both the cases is that we kind of place our self-worth onto the situation. We project it to other people, and we kind of seek the validation from them. We think that, okay, if this girl or if this boy says yes, then this is going to match my perception of myself. Okay, in other words, I have created a certain image of myself, and I am going to sustain that image only if that person approves of it. Okay, if that girl or that boy says yes, if that employer says yes, so and so people says yes, only then can my worthiness be there. And if they say no, then it instantly goes down. And now I want you to think about other kind of rejections that really don't feel that bad. Okay, so for example, suppose you go somewhere and you order some fries and you ask them for an extra ketchup or something, some barbecue sauce or something, and then they tell you, hey, I'm sorry, we don't have that. Is that actually going to make you feel uncomfortable? You'll be like, okay, that's all right, I'm just gonna go and get something else, right? So think about it. In both the cases, you are just being told no, I'm sorry, I don't have it, I don't have that time, I don't have that opportunity, I don't have that space or thing to give you. But in the case of getting some extra ketchup or getting something like that, you do not tie your self-worth to do that. Then why on earth would you tie your self-worth to that opportunity, to that person, right? So I know that this concept might be a little bit difficult, but the point is, when we are grounded, when we know what we are worthy of, when we are having that feet firmly on the ground, that's when nobody can insult you, nobody can affect your self-worth. Okay, you need to listen to that again. Nobody can have any kind of impact on your worthiness when you generate your own self-worth. Okay, when you are not looking for validation, when you're not looking for approval, that okay, please say yes to me, then I will look good, then I will be worthy, I will be honored, I will live up to the image that I have. So the void is really inside you. It is not that other person, the employer, the girl, or the boy's fault. The void was inside you, and when that person says no to you, you feel that void inside you. They kind of match up to your frequency. They kind of match up to the belief, to the limiting belief you already possess. So now, what ways can you really get rid of it? Well, first of all, you have to understand that you are worthy of everything. You need to raise your worthiness or your self-talk, your self-image every day by saying positive affirmations that I am worthy, I'm beautiful, wherever you need work on. Every morning you can wake up and say it, or while you go to sleep you can record it. This is going to reprogram your subconscious mind, and you're going to see a huge difference in a matter of few days. Now the second thing you really need to work on, and many people don't do that, is that many people don't spend time alone. They do spend time alone on their computers, on their mobiles, or while keeping themselves busy. You need to let go of work, you need to let go of distractions, and you need to spend some time alone. Because when you're alone, that's when you really get to know yourself, right? If we are reading books, if we are on social media, even though we're alone, we're still surrounded by other people's energies. So I want you to really be alone, okay? And you're gonna find it really interesting. Many people are actually scared of being alone because they have pulled away from their own selves for so long that they're scared to meet up to that person. Something like friends. Perhaps I had a friend from childhood and I kept on neglecting and then I start to feel sad, I start to feel guilty that how am I going to go back to face that person. However, you need to practice harmonizing your self-image, and the best way, you need to practice harmonizing those emotions, to neutralize those emotions. And the best way to do it is by doing something you enjoy, maybe listening to music on the first day, dancing, singing, and slowly increasing your time of solitude. And remember, you need to do it without any kind of distraction. So you can put your phone away, and then you can meditate. You can say a lot of affirmations, like we have mentioned. You could journal, you can talk to the stars, you can pray, you can do anything you feel like alone. Now the third thing, which is the most important thing of all, is to replace the negative belief in your subconscious mind with positive ones. So what kind of negative belief will a person who gets rejected by some possible date, okay, what kind of dialogue can that person's might have? That maybe I'm not good enough, that's why she said no. Or maybe I'm not good looking, that's why she said no. Or maybe that person is better, so she is not interested in me and interested in them. So there is always an issue of low worthiness. You need to identify deep in your core, what is that issue? Is it your weight? Is it your anything, your financial status, your personality? And then you need to reframe your belief around it. You need to understand that I have such an amazing personality, okay? If this person said no to me, well, that's her loss or that's his loss. When someone tells me no, my attitude shouldn't be, oh no, something is wrong with me. My attitude should be like, okay, great, you said no. Well, that's you missed out on a wonderful opportunity of getting to know this amazing person who could have shown you so many different beautiful aspects of life. But perhaps we are not at the same frequency, and that's why you and I are not going to go together on it. And right now the person I'm going to attract in my life is going to be someone who is as amazing as I am. And that doesn't mean you're bad, it just means that we are not on the same energy level, and perhaps you are also going to attract someone who is in that energy level. If an employer says no to you, then you'll be like, okay, this guy just especially if that person is rude, you can be like, this guy just said no to me, one day I'm going to come and I'm going to buy his office. Okay, you could have that kind of confidence. So think about the two kinds of personalities that are so different here. One is like, oh, something is wrong with me, my life is so bad. Another is like, okay, I don't care, I'm not here to seek your approval. I'm just here because I was interested. I wanted to find out what you have to say. I know now. And now I'm gonna go and vibe. I'm gonna rock with whatever life has to offer because I am super awesome. I can do anything. I can have anybody I like. So bye bye. I'm making it sound really easy, but these things can actually be a little bit challenging, especially if you had abandonment issues when you were a child. Because what happens is that when we were kids and when someone leaves us, especially one of our parents, or doesn't take care of us as much, then we feel like maybe something is wrong with me. That's why my parent isn't taking that much care of me. But you need to reframe that. You need to heal that inner child, and you need to tell yourself that it has nothing to do with you. And recently I have heard this sentence. Actually, I have heard it for like a long time, but recently I have been really resonating with it a lot more. I have read somewhere or heard somewhere that what other people do is none of your business, and they are only projecting their own insecurities, or they're only working from their own levels of consciousness. So you don't have to worry, you don't have to lose sleep over what he is thinking or she is thinking, why she said that. You can just divert your energy to whatever you feel is worthwhile for you. And maybe if life brings you back together on a different level, to the same job, to the same person, to the same opportunity, you're going to be also a new person, and that person is also going to be a new version of that person, right, of that opportunity. So it might vibe in some other timeline, but right now you need to focus on yourself and you need to find out what is the best for you. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you more. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe below, and other than that, have a great day or evening. Namaste.